In this video, we are going to see an example of a copy constructor. As usual, we will have using directive for our system, namespace, I am declaring a triangle. Which will have three sides. So let me have it as side 1, side 2, side 3. I'm going to have an instance constructor. I'm having an instance constructor. By having a parameter. So assign the values of S1, S2 and S3 with value X. I'm going to have a copy constructor also. Copy constructor will have an object as a parameter. Puju. What I am going to do here, S1 will be assigned with T dot S1, S2 will be assigned with T dot S2 and S3 will be assigned with T dot S3. So now I have copied the values of one object to the current object. And I am going to have a method member. Let me have it as a void method. I am going to just call it as display method to display the sides of the triangle. I'm going to display S1, S2 and S3. Close the method, close the class. Now you declare another class, call it program. Declare a main method, create an object now. So what I am going to do, triangle is the class name. I create triangle T1. I create an object using the new operator let me have all the sides with value 10. You can display the sides. Now suppose, say for example, if I am using T2 equal to T1 and I am declaring T2 dot display. I am having T2 small letter. Okay, then I am declaring another object T3 equal to, using the copy constructor. Okay, I am saying new triangle pass T1, copying T1, and I say T3 dot display. It's fine now. Okay, so let us see what is the output of the program. I compile the program. There is an error, console spelling console dot write line, compile it again, no errors, execute the program now. So it says the sides of the triangle 10 10 10, all the three. Okay, now I am going to show you how it differs with the copy constructor and the assignment. I am going to have a method called change. I pass a value x to which I am assigning s1, s2, s3 equal to x. Okay, and yeah, now what happens? I am going to change the value of T1, sorry, not here, yeah. I am going to change the value of T1, change the value of T1 with 20. Now again I am going to display T1, T2, T3, all the three objects I am going to display now, right? Let us see how the values are getting changed. Compile your program, there is an error. Okay, line number 21, yeah, it is not x. I think now it is okay. Yeah, execute your program and observe here. I have changed the value of T1, but T2 value also getting changed, but T3 value is not changed. Observe here. Again I open the program. I have three objects created, T1 with value 10, I am displaying it. I am assigning T1 to T2 using simple assignment. So what happens? For the object T1, It is creating another reference. Whereas when I am creating object 3, I am passing the values of the object and not the reference. Here I am passing the reference, but here I am not passing the reference. I am going to copy the values of T1 to T3. That is the advantage. So when I have changed the value of T1, automatically T2 value also got changed because both are pointing to the same object. But T3 is created as a different object with the values of T1, so the value does not change. Okay. So this is a better example of how copy constructor helps in creating a new object from another object values not as a reference. I again run the program. You can see initially all the three objects are having value 10, 10, 10. I change the value of T1 to 20. By the time automatically T2 also got changed, whereas T3 remains the same. This is what you call as a copy constructor. Thank you.